Yeah, we yelling at the screen every Sunday night. Talk slick, throw the remote, we just want it right. Front office tripping, man, they can't get it right. Whole city heated, but we still gon' fight. We talking bulls trade, biz drafts, missed calls, cool slump, soft rebuild. We seen it all. Yeah, we loud, yeah, we gritty. I'm a little frustrated, but I still love my city. Yeah, north side, south side, west, we united.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Frustrated Chicago sports fan channel. We are here with Western Conference Finals recap / finals preview. We're available on all platforms: Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Amazon, Pandora. Tell everybody about us. We're still here. Our respective teams are at home like us, but we are still here. I got representing the 313. I got my boy B Foss representing Cleveland. I got my boy Tate. He's also here. And we are ready for another show. What's been going on, guys?
We got a nice little matchup that we're gonna get a chance to talk about, but definitely two deserving teams, and I don't know, some folks might have anticipated it. I think it was definitely between the Spurs and OKC going into it.
Mm-hmm.
And New York, hey, New York handled business. They kind of had a smooth sailing outside of that first round. So
they ain't lost in like over a month, I think.
Wow.
Tate, what about on your side? How you doing?
Zeke, what's good? B Falls, what's good, man? Yeah, man, as far as the Western Conference Finals, first I want to say to you, Zeke, some of us went home earlier than others. And that one ain't false. Some of us went home way early, and that's at you. That's at the Shy City Bulletin. But yeah, the Cavs probably went home to work because they got smacked down by the aforementioned Knicks. But yeah, that Western Conference Final was a good one. But when you think about it, man, only really for real, Game 1 and Game 7 was the good ones. Everything else in the middle, like the team blew the other team out pretty much, right?
Yeah. Once I see a playoff game, it's about 20 points. I'm like, I don't really want to watch this no more.
But Cleveland let that be known. You can come back from it, though.
Yeah. I will check back in, but once they down like 20, it's like, all right. My interest is gone.
But nah, man. So, it's a big test for them as we go into the finals. I mean, the Knicks versus the Spurs, same thing in 99.
Yep.
Same thing in 99. I'm old enough to remember. I'm the OG of the squad. I'm old enough to remember Tim Duncan was in his second year when they got that chip.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So Wemby in his third year. But
not really the same. Like not really the same with Tim Duncan. He came into a well-oiled machine.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it's the same. I'm just saying Spurs big men.
Mm-hmm.
And they, early part of their career, it starts, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nah, man, I'm just wearing a Under Armour bucket.
I thought that was UNC.
Nah, it's Under Armour.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, you a UNC fan too?
Oh, come on, man. I wouldn't get a producer the credit. I wouldn't show him none of that respect.
I can see how you could say that though, because it's got a bluish hue to it.
Right? Yeah, I thought it was UN, and I thought it was a C on there.
It's slick though. I ain't never seen it. I guess I've seen it. But was 99 the shortened year, the strike year or whatever?
It was a strike year.
Okay, I faintly remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that. Before we really get into this, has there been any news or any rumors from you all's respective teams, Detroit or Cleveland? Bulls still don't have a coach. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Bulls are working out a couple of draft picks, but yeah, we still don't have a coach. There's really nothing popping off. I see Cleveland saying they're going to run it back, though.
Yeah, well, I think run it back with Kenny Atkinson as the coach. I mean, I think, hard to be back just because of money, the money situation. You can't trade Darius Garland and let him know. He he gonna opt out his contract and re-sign a two-year deal for less money. He is making 42. He probably gonna sign 2 for 60, something like that. Is what I'm hearing. So you bring 13 million off the salary cap. He get a whole off season, Donovan Mitchell. But it's been speculation about trading some of the other pieces, maybe even Evan Mobley, right? It's word out today that the Thunder is interested in Evan Mobley.
Who?
The Thunder, OKC.
Damn.
And it makes sense, right? I mean, because they know for the next 8 years anyway, they got to go against Wemby. And you need some, not to stop it, but to at least try and compete with it. We saw, Chet didn't even show up, right?
Nah.
And he just different, right? So, but there's been speculation about that. Now, I do think some players won't be back for Cleveland. Been talking about if it's not Evan Mobley, maybe Jared Allen gets traded, Max Strus, some of those other, a lot of guys won't be back. Dean Wade won't be back. A lot of pieces. Things gonna change. Maybe not the major 3 players, which I say will be Mobley, Mitchell, Harden, or Allen, Mitchell, Harden. But I believe one of Harden or Mobley are gone. However that happens, and some just some tweaks around the other pieces. We need to get more athletic. Need more athletic wings that can D up and stuff like that. No Diddy can play defense. And we don't want D's up. No way.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But yeah, man. So that's what's going on in Cleveland, man. Kenny Atkins is back. Kobe Altman and Dan Gilbert. Like I think they two positive seasons. I think he may have to change some pieces on his staff just to get a couple guys in there that's a little tougher, a little more, in your face kind of coach, because you can't just be at the detention school and be the nice teacher, nice substitute. You know what I mean? So yeah.
What about you, B. Foss? You heard anything on the Pistons side?
During contract news, I've heard a couple of different things. I've heard, speculation of I think $35 million deal. I've also heard news that they are far apart from an agreement. So
yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah. So I've seen both sides of that. I've seen some draft stuff about possibly, trading up, trying to get that, the big man from Michigan, Luxembourg or whatever his name is, Lundenberg.
Oh, I like him a lot.
Yeah. No, that would be great for us.
That would be great.
He's an older guy.
Yeah, which is
he old as Tobias though. Nah. So I'm saying he kind of like Tobias in build and kind of play style.
Yeah,
so that worked.
That and the fact that we don't need any more projects. We don't need guys that need to develop. We need a guy that
he's definitely ready.
Right, he's 23, 24 years old. You can put him right in there in the starting lineup, and he doesn't have to be the number 1, number 2 type guy. He can just come in and fulfill a role. But outside of that, of course, the rumors of what big name we're gonna, trade the farm to go out and get. So, of course, your Kawhis, your I seen Paul George, which is just terrible. Like, what are you talking about? Trey Murphy.
His name always floating around.
Yeah, and I think that they showed a proposed trade. That the Warriors, where they didn't even bat an eye, and it was a nice little deal. It was like 2 first-round picks. It was Kuminga and maybe one other guy, and New Orleans said not even thinking about that. So we'll see. We'll see what ultimately they plan on doing, but New Orleans is kind of a mess. They got Zion, like what's the future with that? Although he did play like 68 games last year, which was the most he's ever played. So I don't know. I mean, Kawhi would be cool, but absolutely not Paul George, especially for the amount that he makes and the amount that we would have to give up. But I think that we definitely tasted blood this year, and we know that we have to get a lot better, especially because the Eastern Conference is going to be a lot stronger. So a lot going on.
All right, Tate, you spoke on getting somebody to compete with Wemby. is this the beginning? Have we seen the beginning of the Wemby era? Because I think we all knew how special he was going into the season. But if you asked me at the beginning of the season, hey, do I think he's going to carry him to the finals? I'm probably like, nah, he's not ready yet. But now he's there. He's already there. So is this going to be the future from here on out for the West?
It's the right now and it's the future. I've been telling your producer that for about 3 weeks now, man. Yeah, I know. He part of the Wemby is over. No, he's not overrated, but the whole Wemby, got to earn some respect. Wemby earned all my respect from the time he shot was it the first round? He shot the bow to the Timberwolves. I say, oh yeah,
you like that?
Yeah, I like that. I mean that shows some grittiness and toughness. Whether he got whooped or not, right? I mean, you can't let guys do that to you. You gotta let them know you're gonna do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And when he did that, I was like, okay, yeah, he about that, right? So, and then I mean, talk about he shoot too many threes, but him shooting threes is him being in his bag. I mean, you don't. I mean, some stuff you pull out when you don't always have to do it because you can do it. But sometimes you got to remind them, I can do this, and let them know, because that opens up the rest of the game for everybody else. When you're 7'5" center can hit threes, and look how he changed the game defensively. Cats go to the lane and dribble out like they eighth graders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, he changed the game in a whole multitude of ways that I haven't seen, and I would imagine since players like Shaq in his heyday and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in his heyday have changed the game.
Yeah. And just to add on to that, I definitely rock with his, competitiveness. He takes his job. Yeah, he takes his job very serious. I love the competition. I mean, the rivalry that he had, the one-sided rivalry that he has with Chet, dating back to whatever Olympic or whatever situation they had where Chet won the MVP or they won that game. And he's really, I mean, Chet, like it or not, is a max. He got the max, right? Or he got a bunch of money anyway.
Yeah, he got his max. And yes. I think it was I think it was a guy. I mean, I think it was like the under 17 Olympics or something like that. They go back that far, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
he had a grudge.
Yeah, he takes it very serious, and he's a little young. He's a childish. He had the trophy in his hand. He was like letting the San Antonio fans touch it, but not letting the OKC ones. That is part of him being young. But I like that. You don't have to worry. Oh, is Wemby giving it his all? Does he care?
That part.
And I love that part about a guy that could have got the stigma of, oh, is he built for it? Is he going to get bullied in the league? Like Tate said, apparently not. So
right.
I mean, they definitely.
It's only the stereotype because he tall and skinny, real thin, and he a Frenchman.
Right. Yeah.
Automatically, you look at him. These American jokers think, oh yeah, we gonna get him. He's soft. Nah, catch this boat, Joker.
Right. But I mean, I think that the Spurs, just the fact that we didn't know whether or not this was going to be their time. We talked about it all year. They had. OKC had a lot of injuries. That Jalen Williams situation, he was kind of, since last finals, he was kind of injured too. So I think that definitely played a factor. But the team as a whole is just getting deep. It's just getting deeper and deeper. And when we say that, is it their time? I mean, I think OKC is going to be back. We'll see what they do. But they still got tons of draft picks. They still got the assets to make some moves. So I think it's going to be a two-headed match for quite some time. Because at SGA he'll be back, and all those guys will be back. We'll see what happens with Chet though. Chet's gonna have to get it. Chet's gonna have to get in his gonna have to get in the gym too though. Because he got embarrassed. 4 points, 35 minutes, 4 points.
Yeah, he only took 2 shots.
Come on, man. That is unacceptable.
Now we got a lot of people. We got a lot of people talking lot of knee jerk, like, oh man, they gotta get rid of Chet. It's over for Chet.
They saying that.
I said
It's a little too soon for that.
I said something about the interest in Evan Mobley. The actual trade proposal that was out that I saw was because think about it, they played most of the season, a lot of the season, and a lot of the playoff games without J-Dub was for J-Dub and Lou Dort and pick number 17 this year. They got 12 and 17 picks. OKC do. So J-Dub, Lou Dort, and pick number 17 for Evan Mobley. Sound like they would try and put Chet and Mobley in a front court together to be able to maybe try and combat Wemby going forward.
Hold on, is Mobley better than J-Dub?
It's about fitting pieces. I think far as J-Dub go, I mean the Cavs need wing defenders, right? They obviously see we need another bit. I ain't saying he better, but I mean,
but you're adding on first round picks and other shit though.
Oh yeah, well I think if they want them that bad, like you said, they got assets. So sometimes if you got the bread, you outbid somebody just to make sure you get what you want.
Yeah, you open up some money, but and a lot of people gonna say, okay, so you're gonna keep Chet, who we're much more mad at right now, and trade away J-Dub, who won them not won them the ring, but was a big part of it.
Yeah. But sometimes you got the MVP and you got to adjust on the move, right? We talking about fit. We talking about you in the Western Conference, like you said, and Wemby that guy right now.
Yeah.
And if you could throw a double big lineup with Chet, no matter how bad he played, we just said it's too early to be off on him, right?
Yeah.
And you add somebody like Evan Mobley to that, you got double teams, you got guys that both can space and be down low and block shots and everything. They got pieces. I mean, yeah, they would miss J-Dub, but they got McCain now. They got other pieces that they ain't even showed off yet.
Yeah, I think Dort is a free agent, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, maybe it could be a sign. I think he might have 1 year left, is what it sounded like, but I'm not for sure.
100%. Yeah.
I heard him to the Lakers, too, so maybe he is a free agent.
Oh, here we go. Lakers get everybody. But, yeah, another fact on the Thunder series, they did have a home court advantage, seeing as though Game 7 was at their arena, but they still lost. And some of the facts about Game 7s now, in the past 6 years, home teams are 9-12 in Game 7s. That's 42%. And prior to 2020, home teams were 106-29 in Game 7, 78%.
So what is that? How the crowds are not as live? I mean, because that's a drastic.
Man, that's a crazy. It's home court overrated now. That's what it seems like.
Shout out to Tate.
It seemed like to me, it's just, man, like, I mean, it's about health, right? I mean, okay, so he had Game 7, but they weren't healthy. They didn't have J-Dub. They didn't have who the other guy they didn't have? They missing another guy.
AJ.
AJ. What's his name?
Mitchell.
AJ Mitchell. Yeah. Missing him.
He
probably like the 7 or 8 man off the bench. I mean,
he's good though. He can give you 20. If you get the minutes.
That's what I'm getting at. So I mean, but yeah, I do think home court is kind of a little more overrated. It's much more about health. Like Foss just said, I alluded to that at the beginning of the playoffs, but he made me think like that's why when Detroit won in Cleveland in Game 6, and Cleveland had home court to close it, but Detroit won, and Detroit had home court in Game 7, and I'm like, oh man, Foss might be right. It might be something to this home court, and we about to lose, but we was able to get that one, and not just by a little bit,
landslide.
So I just think it's more about health and all that kind of stuff, man.
And when you go to the East Coast, you got Knicks fans. They go on wherever their team go. They travel everywhere, and it sounds like it's a Knicks home game, even when they're away. They got one of the best traveling fan bases, which is crazy.
Plus, you got New Yorkers that just pick up and move and go.
Yeah,
that's true too.
You're talking about the city that's 8 million people, and they've been starved of a basketball championship since 1973. I was around for it, but I wasn't around long. Like I might have still been drinking out of an old bottle or something.
it's kind of crazy to believe because it's such a big market. They spend all the money, and when you think of New York, you think of street ball, basketball. So it's kind of like that's why they losing their mind. Like if they mess around and if they win it all, oh my God!
Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry. Wimby got something for that.
See, that's not how it's supposed to go, though. They ain't been nowhere, and they in the finals. So now they got to take their lump in the finals now.
They dethrone the champs.
Look what you just said about home court, Zeke. Look what you just said. Today's NBA and yesterday's NBA. The prices is different.
New York gonna be crazy, though.
That's true. To go back to the Thunder, give me one word to describe Chet's Western Conference Finals.
Anemic.
I was gonna go with another A word. Afraid. He's supposed to be the second best guy. You can't take two shots. Come on, man. Tate.
I'll just say intimidated.
And it's crazy because he'll never admit it. He'll never admit it.
I started to send y'all that. I don't know, y'all might have seen it, but in the chat, seeing that AI Instagram video, like when Shea was going around the locker room, then Shea got done, punking everybody. I mean, the ref, he threw him out. Then he got to Chet, and I'm gonna let Wimby deal with you. And Wimby said, "Here, taste my French baguette." You know, a loaf of bread. How he was holding it and shit. You saw it, False?
I think I saw it on the timeline somewhere in the past.
That was crazy.
Yeah, AI is crazy.
AI is undefeated.
One more thing about Wimby. You think Giannis could be an answer to stop Wimby? I think
I would love
saying no.
I would love to see that battle, but like Giannis, when's the last? Has he ever been known as like a defensive stopper type? Like, he's physically
not really.
He's
physically imposing.
He got 2 DPOYs though.
Wow,
that is true.
Now, I mean, like it's certainly not in the last couple of years. He's been hurt.
No.
But yeah,
but that was part of it, right? Though, like they was said that the Thunder have more interest in Evan Mobley than Giannis. I think it would be easier to get Giannis because the Milwaukee want to rebuild. Milwaukee could say, "Here, take we give you 5 picks and give us Giannis." You know what I mean? But so that's was what consideration, but it sounds like now they want to stay young though.
Yeah.
Oh, OKC want to stay young?
Yeah, OKC want to stay young though. Yeah.
Which why Mobley makes more sense. I get it.
Right.
Yeah, the only thing I'm hearing about Giannis is he definitely I haven't heard anything about him going west. He wants to stay in the East.
Yeah.
And I saw a report that says he's only going to re-sign if Miami take him. I don't know how true that is, but
I heard
he coached her.
I mean, at this point, I think New York was on a small list, but obviously they ain't breaking that up at this point. So
nah, they ain't got this.
It made sense when the town stuff was shaky. That made more sense. But now, I mean, Miami is the only thing that seems feasible.
I mean, it was talk about Cleveland, but I don't think he, like Zeke said, I heard that he only is re-signed in Miami. And but to me, from a basketball perspective, that don't make a lot of sense for Giannis himself because whatever they got to give up to get you, now you going to a team that you taking away from, and now you're going maybe not as bad as Milwaukee, but a similar situation, right? I mean, you imagine get them Hero out of there. They probably got
I was gonna say what they got to give up to get him.
Khalil Ware,
and probably the dude from UCLA.
Oh, Vasquez.
Is that his name?
Yeah,
Vasquez. Okay, Greek. No,
Hero makes sense because he's from Wisconsin.
Hot kids.
Yeah, Jaime.
Yeah. What else? That's a Vasquez. I'm thinking of Grievous.
He used to go to my barber that I go to, but yeah.
Oh, Maryland. Yeah.
But I would think Giannis's his market has increased, seeing as how Chet didn't show up in the finals, so now they need somebody to. Hey, we need somebody to stop this this French guy, Wemby.
Yeah.
But wasn't they saying earlier in the season that Giannis might go to the Spurs, team up with Wemby?
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, they were talking that like them two. But
Yeah.
I mean, nah, the Spurs, and you know what? Really, I don't know as far as the Spurs go. To me, at one time you asked me a week ago, I'd have said that De'Aaron Fox is tradable, but I think that De'Aaron Fox is a good fit. He brings veteran leadership that calm them boys down. But Castle a dog.
Yeah.
Castle game.
Yeah, he gonna get the keys soon.
Castle, Harper. All of them.
Yeah. So that's why I say Fox could be bait. I mean, just talking about the Spurs, not that he goes into the discussion.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Let me give you guys an update on the Bulls coaching search. Like I said earlier, we still don't have a coach. Let me find in my notes here. Bulls, Blazers, and Mavericks. Excuse me. Only teams with no coaches right now. Bulls are looking to interview Kevin Young, BYU coach. Other than that, that's pretty much it.
Y'all, I heard y'all had interest in one of the Cavs assistants, Johnny Bryant.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I mean, I heard that on this side of things, but I mean,
okay.
might not be serious interest in, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kevin Young, he was assistant with Phoenix. Then he went to BYU. And the normal names are still there: Tiago Splitter, Micah Nori, Jerry Stackhouse, and some guy named Lamar Skeeter. Pause.
That's funny. Yeah.
But
can't be worse than Mo Cheeks.
But yeah, that kind of wraps up the Bulls coaching update. We still don't have a coach. Draft is looming, but I have faith in our new GM and president. So we're gonna take a small break, come back with Cut the Crap, and we will talk about the tanking rules and finish up with finals predictions. So let's go to break. We'll be back.
Need a Garrett's popcorn break.
Frustrated Chicago sports fans, we are back. This is a finals preview. Available on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon, Pandora. We are back, and we are going to go to our favorite segment. It's called Cut the Crap. So what do we got, Pay?
So I want to start with our fans. I need to say I'm sorry, because the results obviously just haven't been there. It's not something I'm proud of, and it's something that I want to get right. Ultimately, it flows up to me, and I take responsibility. So I do feel that today is a step in the right direction.
After hiring a new VP, the president and CEO of the Bulls, Michael Reinsdorf, apologized to the fans. Y'all buying it, or is he full of crap?
I appreciate the sentiment, but I would rather he not do that and just move on. You can't change the past, so I'm gonna go with the little cut the crap on that. Cut the crap.
Oh, I thought we had a sound effect. Yeah, I mean, he definitely owe y'all an apology.
Right, he does.
So, but yeah. More importantly than the apology, is turning the page and doing better. You know, that's the best way to right your wrongs is moving forward, and good draft pick, good free agency. Y'all got some money to spend, and don't mess it up with some goofy moves, because Ain't nobody trying to hear that. I mean, the Bulls are very, I mean, highest attendance in all of the NBA, a rich history. But it's been kind of grim lately. So time to get back to it. It's good for the NBA. You see what's happening with the Knicks. When the Knicks are good for the NBA.
Yep. Tate.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say it like this, man. So Mike Reinsdorf, right? That's that. I'm guessing that's Jerry's boy.
Yes.
All right. So, he
He's
got
seen a lot.
He got to get out there and bust a move, right? You need to get out there and do a two-step, but do something, make a move. Like B. Falls was saying, actions speak louder than words. And I refer to making a move because they ain't made no move since Daddy Jerry was there. They had the last dance. He need to go find his date and ask somebody to step out on this floor, be it whatever coach it is, make a move and go ahead and get this thing started. Because I don't know if you really can even start the process till you got a coach and identity and the philosophy and stuff. So, like, you dragging your feet, Mike, Jerry's boy, go ahead and make a move, man. I'm gonna tell you, cut the crap.
All right, Pay. What we got next for cut the crap?
I think Scotty's rings are just the same as Michael Jordan's. Why not?
Because he won the best player on the team.
Yeah, but he was the most impactful player on the team.
I get it.
What do you mean he wasn't?
Listen, I get it.
If you unplug Scottie Pippen off that team,
Sure.
Jordan's 0 for 6.
Sure.
Could be.
Who knows? But
No,
if you
I
know
take,
could be.
but if
It's
you
not no
replace
who
Scottie,
knows.
but replace Scottie Pippen with another All-Star. No one does it without another All-Star.
No,
Replace
you
him
got
with another All-Star. He's going to win more than one.
You can replace him with another All-Star, but just because it's an All-Star don't mean it's Scottie Pippen.
Guys, does Rich Paul have a point, or is he doing that thing again?
What is the statement? The statement was that his rings are equivalent to Jordan's rings, or they are on equal value?
I think he was talking about. Let me see if I get the full quote. He is basically saying Scottie Pippen was just as important as Mike. I would think.
Okay. I don't know. On one hand washes the other.
Well, he says Scottie Pippen was more impactful than MJ.
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah, that's wild. That's kind of crazy. I think that part jumped out at me. I think that's where he kind of loses me. I understand that, he plays a special role. He guarded the best player. That's bold. I'm gonna say cut the crap on that. I can't do it. I just can't do it.
I was kind of with him because Scottie has always said, because when they say, hey, Jordan is 6-0 in the finals, he's like, hey, I'm 6-0 in the finals too. But
so is Ron Harper. I mean, that's not true because I don't think he probably went there the whole time. But
I do think if you, I was with him when he said, hey, if you take Scottie off, he probably doesn't have 6 championships. But then he said
0-6.
The 0 for 6 is like, nah.
See how you go too far.
Yeah, I was gonna hit him with but I gotta go with cut the crap because like Matt Kellerman said, if you replace Scottie, you're gonna get another All-Star. And nobody's gonna do it without another All-Star. And I don't think Jordan would have went 0 for 6 without Scottie. He would have got a couple. He probably wouldn't have got 6, but he wouldn't have went 0 for 6. No, that's going a little too far.
OG time.
Oh no.
So look, man. See, I'm old enough to remember before Scottie got there, Mike was scoring 63 against Bird in the Garden, and
he was,
all that kind of stuff. But we talk about 6-0 versus 0-6. Mike was 1-8 in the playoffs without Scottie Pippen. Not one series, one win, period, before Scottie Pippen ever got to Chicago.
One series win or one game?
No, one win in the playoffs.
Wow.
And they played 3-game series back then.
I can't really count that, man.
1-8. Why can't you count it?
It's a 3-game series.
These are individual games, though. I mean,
Yeah,
you
but I'm
either,
saying
you either win or you
individual
lose.
series, everybody
Oh,
play under
okay.
the same rules.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
just
It's
saying,
everybody
Mike
else,
won
yeah.
1 game out of 9 without Scottie Pippen in the playoffs. So
We might have to fact check that. Vince.
That's crazy that they play 3-game series. That's one of those things they don't talk about. 3-game series
They'll never bring that.
in the first round.
First round was 3 games.
I actually kind of remember that. Kind of,
Yeah.
or I
They're
remember.
not even going to bring it back to 5-game series.
I think it was 3 and then 5. I mean, 3 in the second round was 5, and like I don't think they played 7 to the Eastern Conference to the conference finals and the finals.
Those were damn near play-in games.
Yeah, I mean, basically, yeah. But you know,
Jordan put up numbers though.
Yeah, no, he did. Oh,
Yeah,
1 and 9.
1 and 9.
Okay.
Oh my
63
God.
against Bird. They lost that game, right?
Yeah, they lost that. They got
lost that.
swept. What are we talking about?
Oh, hey, we don't have to do all that. I'm just
They
talking
got
about
swept.
the one game.
Bringing
That's
up
what I'm
old
saying.
stuff, man.
The common denominator is until Scotty got there, and then when I seen Mike leave, then the Bulls win like 58 games. It was like a number 1 seed. The year Mike left, though,
You talking about the baseball?
Jordan wave. Pause.
riding the wave, and he's not there. That means Scotty doing that. Him and Tony Kukoc.
Yeah, they had a good season when Mike left. That is true.
I'm saying so.
That's
I
when
mean,
Scotty
to
was
me-
pointing to his shoe, telling him to come back, right? Or was that the next season?
I don't know. That was the year when where was Scotty at when he got mad and threw the towel in the coach's face and all that stuff. That wasn't Phil Jackson. I think he might have been. Did he play in Phoenix or somewhere? He played somewhere else.
The Rockets. I know he played for Houston.
That might have been the place. But nah, I'm just saying, man.
Portland, too.
Mike is Mike. Mike got the
Yeah.
numbers. I mean, just like I bet Kobe felt like his championships without Shaq is more important to him. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
definitely.
I mean, different, but like, I mean, man, Shaq was the guy on them teams. Mike was the guy, but Mike wasn't getting there without Scotty. And I don't know if you could put in. So I kind of agree with Rich Paul. I don't know if you could put anybody else in there during that era that would replace what Scotty could do. You know what I mean? With Michael Jordan and prime Sean Kemp had it done something. I mean, I don't know. Right. But I mean, yeah. So I mean, Rich Paul on to some. So I don't know what's opposite to cut the crap, but I'm gonna just say Rich Paul keeping it a buck.
Damn. Okay.
Sound like that's all right.
Yeah. That's
All right, what we got next, Pay? One more.
To see it firsthand, the work ethic, the passion, the IQ, the leadership, it's like, man, just gets a bad rep. I saw Denzel say this, like he's won 3 Oscars. And the first thing he said to the interviewer was like, yeah, but I lost 8 times. Like, we don't talk about that, right? We really harp on the fans. And I hate that part about the world we live in, but it is what it is. Unless you win the championship, no one's going to say anything positive.
They dominated us 4-0, but yeah, I don't know if I can necessarily answer that question. Just because genuinely I do feel like we are the better team, but you know, series wise, you know, it didn't show it. So it's a tough question to answer.
We may win a ring here, we may never win a ring here, but I've won in life. I'm out of here. Catch y'all in 19 weeks. We may win a ring here.
Guys, are these Cavs the greatest ever of end-of-season loser talk with a straight face?
Kind of a lot to digest there, Pause. First, we got Donovan sticking up for everybody, crapping on Harden, playoff Harden. Then we got Harden saying,
I didn't think he was crapping on. He was trying to defend him.
No. He's saying he's defending people crapping on him.
Oh,
people always
okay.
down on
Yeah,
Harden
yeah.
for not showing up in the playoffs. Mitchell was defending them. Then we got, I think we were the better team, even though we lost.
Loser mentality.
And then we got the good old, hey man, I won that life.
Corny.
I got my chick is bad. He didn't say it, but he said it. My chick is bad. I got money. I'm richer than y'all. I won in life.
All bad.
So first part, Harden is going to go to the Hall of Fame. We all know this. He's got Hall of Fame numbers. He got MVPs, All-Stars, All-NBAs, all that. But he does, unfortunately, have that reputation of not showing up in the playoffs. So it got to the finals that one time He wasn't the man though with OKC when they lost to the Heat. That's his. I'm pretty sure that's his only finals appearance. And he got a lot of bad playoff moments, like when Houston came back and he was laying on the bench, laying on the floor, and Josh Smith and them brought the team back. That was bad. He didn't bring them back. The other guys did. He's
Josh
got a lot
Smith on that team.
Yeah. Well, no. I think that's when they lost. I think was he on? Because they was playing the Clippers, I believe. I think that's when Houston missed like 23s in a row. I think that's what I'm thinking of. And Harden was on the bench. I believe so. I have to fact check. But yeah, Harden got more bad. I think he got more bad playoff moments than good ones. So I mean, I know he's gonna defend him. That's his teammate, but he got a.
Why do you use that silly Denzel Washington comparison? like if an Oscar is the championship,
right?
Why are you comparing the two when he has 0?
Right. He got MVP. Maybe that's what he's talking about. He got an MVP. Then the whole we're the better team. The better team usually.
How are you the better team? You got swept.
And maybe talking about analytically, like the coach was talking about. With analytics or something. And then with Donovan, I won in life. He did win in life. He's winning.
All these dudes won in life.
Yeah, so a lot of these, man.
Chet Holmgren won in life.
Jonathan Isaacs, he barely playing. He getting millions, hundreds of millions.
Big winner. So
it's just a few cut the craps in there, but I won in life. I'm gonna go ahead.
Big scissors and all that.
Tate, what you think?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to say, like, I'm looking at the whole thing like Donovan Mitchell. I really don't think it got nothing to do with James Harden. It all got to do with Donovan Mitchell to me. I mean, like, I know what he said during that clip, but I didn't hear it played on here where he said we was the better team. I don't think that part was in that clip. So, but he did say that.
Yeah.
But as far as Donovan Mitchell, and because I pay attention to the Cavs. I've seen that parts of that documentary piece, and it was talked about on one of the Cleveland Cavaliers podcasts today. And yeah, man, I'm with. I mean, Donovan, cut the crap, right? Because I mean, I get it, and I will say, I agree with you there. Where he's won in life, but nah, it's more just you taking losing too lax, right? You taking losing way too lax. Making the excuses, getting Kenny back because he makes y'all comfortable. You know what I mean? Because you and James Harden both spoke up for him at the press conference after you lost, got your tails whooped in the sweep game at home. All y'all saying, well, we think Kenny can lead us there and all that because you want Big Softy back so y'all can still be soft. So now I think Donovan Mitchell is a great player. Obviously, all NBA. I think 3 years in a row. First team last year, second team this year. But I think with the fact that he won in life, like, am I supposed to be here? Donovan Mitchell wasn't like some of the other players that we hold in high competitive reverence, right? Like Kobe wouldn't go out like that. Jordan not going out like that. LeBron, is not going out like that. All them players like that is different. That's what I like about Wemby. Wemby looked like one of them guys.
Took the words right out.
You know what I mean? He went and sought. And Evan Mobley to do some of the same stuff. But if you're not being pushed to do that, like Wemby went and worked out and sought Kevin Garnett along with the monks to try and like, what do I need to do to be a guy, right? Mm-hmm. So, and Donovan Mitchell, he's winning because like he was the 13th pick of the draft, right? And he's had a great career for a player picked 13th in the draft. He wasn't a top 5 pick, right?
Yeah.
So he's come a long way. He's made a lot of money. He's married to, like you say, he got a beautiful fiance who's a singer and potential Grammy Award winner and all this stuff. So yeah, you winning at that, but nigga win a chip. Get out there and try and win a chip and act like you mad about it if you ain't, man.
Yeah.
Just like Kenny Atkins, that whole analytic thing, that could be true, but you don't say everything that's true. Some stuff ain't for everybody's ears. Like the only thing I mean, you don't lie, but you don't got to say everything that's true.
Yeah, that's
mean?
what it is right there.
Hey, that's just a little bit of that Darius Garland still floating around in the area.
He went out there and took big cotton ball to the Clippers.
All right, moving on. NBA passed new anti-tanking rules. So we have a 3-2-1 draft lottery system. Teams 4 through 10 get 3 lottery balls. Bottom 3 get 2, and play-in teams get 1 to 2. 16 teams in the lottery with flattened odds. Previously, it was 14. Teams cannot pick number 1 in consecutive years, and no top 5 picks in 3 consecutive years. These are a lot of different rules. A lot of things are changing. What do you guys think about these new rules? Do you think it's going to stop tanking?
I mean, I don't think it's perfect, but it's going to keep people from just being complacent for years upon years. I mean, the Jazz have been tanking for since Gobert and Mitchell left. I feel like they've been tanking, and I mean, it's gonna push you to not just say, well, we'll just collect the next couple of number 1 picks or top 5 picks and call it a day. Like, so there should be a little bit more competition, but I don't know. There's gonna be flaws in it. It's gonna screw certain people up, certain teams over that are genuinely just that bad. But I believe something had to happen. I believe something had to happen, and the fact that there's some incentive
this year.
Right. Yeah, it got to a ridiculous point. And just the simple fact that there's some incentive to at least be a play-in, and you can still fall in, will encourage people to be in the play-in, make that more competitive, because even if you really shouldn't be there, or you're on the cusp of really whether you should be there, you can still have a chance at winning the lottery. So it should help, but I think certain people aren't going to like it.
I'm wondering what they're going to do with the teams cannot pick number 1 in consecutive years. So when they doing the draft lottery and it's down to 2 teams, are they going to be like, hey, well, you get number 1? Wait. No, you got number 1 last year. So does it just drop down to the other the team right under you?
Go to number 2. That's how.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how. I mean, I don't know. That's how I would think it would work. What you going to do? Everybody else? I mean, the other 16 teams got their spot already. So when they get to 1 and 2, if a team that got 1 last year is in the final 2, you know that the team, we don't got to wait on the next ball. We got it because they got it last year.
But you also got to do that for the top 5. You can't get a top 5 pick in 3 consecutive years.
So that team can't get better than 6. They kind of already do that kind of stuff now, not by year, but like, if somebody get pick 8, like, well, the Clippers lost their chance to move into the top 5. You already know that.
Oh, right. Yeah, they kind of do that instantly. Okay.
I didn't want to say it was rigged, but from the content perspective, we'll say that
they got a team of statistical people that figure out all them odds and all that stuff when it's happening, right? So, like if like even with the trades, like trades be top 5 protected. So if a team if a team get a top 5 pick, now the team you traded to, they can't get it because it's a top 5 pick. I think that happened to the Patriots this year, right? They lost their pick.
Yep.
As far as the new rules go, I mean, you can't let perfection be the enemy of the good, right? So this is definitely needed. It's not perfect, but you gotta stop all the tanking. And now the fact that if you finish in the play-in, or if you finish like the closer you finish to a playoff team, that middle teams that's fighting, you might not make the play-in. The teams that's fighting got a better chance to get it than the bottom teams, which is going to stop everybody from just losing game on purpose and sitting people and sending Anthony Davis and Trae Young home for the season and all that stuff, where they got rewarded for that. The Bullets did, or the Wizards. You know what I mean? Showing my age with the Bullets.
They still wear those colors though, so it's tricky.
Yeah,
red, white, and blue.
But it's definitely needed. I think it'll take some time, but ultimately it'll improve the competitive balance. And another 5, 6 years, we'd be used to it. It won't be nothing. You remember when teams used to lose on purpose? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we won't be saying it's rigged too much no more either, because like, it's just more, it's less percentage, because like obviously teams that had like a 13% chance, like you said, adding the 2 teams, flatten it out even more. So, everybody's odds go down when you add 2 more people to the pool to win.
Yeah. A couple more things on the draft. There's a relegation zone where bottom 3 teams are penalized with fewer lottery balls for number 1 pick. Teams that don't qualify for playoff / play-in but stay out of relegation zone get 3 lottery balls each. This is going to be a lot to understand once the draft comes back around. This starts in 2020. This starts in 2027. So I guess if you're in this zone, you get fewer lottery balls.
Yeah, relegated is sent to. So
yeah,
you'll get sent to that zone where you get fewer lottery balls.
And teams cannot protect picks in the 12 to 15 slots. And this starts 2027 and runs through 2029, and they're going to reevaluate it after that. So there's not a permanent thing.
Yeah, 3 drafts.
When 2029 come around, they're gonna go back and look. So all right. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up with finals predictions. We got Spurs, we got Knicks. I think the Spurs are the favorites at this point. They're slightly favored. I think last time I checked, they were minus 200 to win the series. So Vegas thinks the Spurs are going to win. It would be unprecedented for a team that hasn't won nothing in the playoffs to go all the way through the finals and win. But that Knicks in 6, if they win that in New York, man, it's gonna be a riot. So what's your prediction? We'll go back and visit this once the finals are over and make fun of you.
Well, is that what the league would want for New York to finally do it and make that a whole, that would certainly light the fuel the fire from within Wemby. So I that would be an interesting narrative. But ultimately, we talked about how Wemby shoots a lot of threes, but I think that game I think that style of play is going to play to his benefit against guys like Mitchell Robinson and Karl Anthony Towns. They're not the most fleet of foot, so I think that could definitely cause some problems for them. And they got a lot of guys that they can throw at Brunson. Brunson is obviously their best player. We have a lot to say about those little guys. So I mean, Harper, Castle, Fox. That's a mean lineup that you can kind of throw at him on both ends of the court. But I don't know. The Knicks have kind of just ran through the gauntlet. The Anunobis and Bridges of the world have done a lot for them. So I think if I had to put money on it, damn, I might go Knicks, man. Just for the simple fact that I think that would be huge for the NBA, huge for the East Coast markets and stuff like that. That I don't know, man. That's yeah. I'm gonna go Knicks. So I might be biased though. Mikal Bridges,
Tate, what you got?
Man, Foss made a lot of good points. Not. I mean, to me, everything he said is rooted in NBA conspiracy. The Knicks is 6 is a good rap line. I mean, I don't know if Jay-Z came out at the Roots Festival and said that and got everybody hyped talking about Knicks in 6. I feel like, man, it's just a mismatch all around the board. We saw the problems Castle gave Shea. He gonna get the same problems to Brunson. When Wemby is a nightmare. I mean, Mitchell Robinson is injured, but I mean, it don't even matter. He's gonna get pulled all the way out, no Diddy, to the top of the key. You know what I mean? You got. I mean, I just don't see it. I just don't see the Knicks. I really got the Spurs in 6 for real. I mean, You know, and you look at the trends. Knicks in the final was 94, lost to Houston. 99, lost to San Antonio. Going back against another Texas team, they about to catch this Texas L again. And so it ain't even gonna surprise me. I got the Spurs 4-2. Wemby your MVP. Cat can't do nothing with him. And Robinson can't do nothing with him. They're gonna try and put Anunoby, and they're gonna take Anunoby right down there to the center of the lane and do that little hook, that little step back that can't nobody block. And it's gonna be problems all over. The Knicks is not that good defense. They play better defense.
Have more faith in the team that swept you, man.
Nah, well, we trash. I see OKC just beat at home the best team in the NBA. They battled. The two best teams both won 60+ games. They won. I mean, the team that swept us, the Knicks, they played good. I mean, I think what the Cavs using the excuse is that, man, y'all shouldn't have let Toronto take y'all to 7 games. You shouldn't have let the Pistons take you to 7 games because you should have beat them at home game 6 like you're supposed to. You'd have saved yourself some legs. So all that, we fatigue, or we the better team if we had got rest, and Kenny Atkinson talking about the playoff scheduling, all that's whining, making excuses. But now the Spurs won game 7, Saturday night, and they got Sunday, Monday, 2, don't play the Wednesday. So they played 7 games, but they're not having to play in like with a day in between. They got 3 days off, and it's at home. The Knicks got to go to San Antonio. So yeah, man, I got the Spurs winning. I mean, so yeah, they swept us and we played like trash. I'm not even comparing. We would have lost to either team in the West. So but yeah, so I just like to match up better with the Spurs. I'm a fan of Wemby. I'm rooting for Wemby now. I mean, one time and I rooted for the Knicks back when the Pat Riley was there back in the day. But yeah, man. So I just think the Spurs gonna take it. I think that they don't got no answer for what the Spurs do.
The Knicks did beat the Spurs once in the regular season. They lost once. Yeah, they split. I'm trying to see. Yes, Wemby played both games. One game he dropped 31. He was the leading scorer. Champagny, he had 36 in that game. Actually, he was the leading scorer. They won. Spurs won that by 2. And the other game, the Knicks blew them out 114-89. And Wemby also played that game, but Champagny didn't have a great game. He only had 3 points that game. And Bridges was the leading scorer with 25. Bridges and Wemby both had 25. So the Knicks can beat them. They beat them once in the regular season. Everybody was there. This is just unprecedented if the Spurs do this, man. you betting against history, man. Not saying it can't be done, but
when you go back to your home court thing, that's against history too. At some point, history changes.
But you just said that the Knicks have been taking L's in the finals, so that going against.
Okay, so that could change too. But this is about who I picked. I'm just saying I ain't basing it on that. I said matchups too. Yeah. I'm saying they're gonna catch another L from a Texas team, not because they lost to the last Texas team 27 years ago. That don't got nothing to do with it, really. Yeah. This is gonna be 3 finals in a row for the Knicks and 3 losses from teams from Texas.
I think somebody said SGA's in the paint scoring went down like 20% just because of Wemby. And Wemby don't even have to block your shots. Just the fact that he's just lurking around there, he making you change your mind. So all that stuff Brunson was getting in the paint, he ain't doing none of that against Wemby. Man. I don't think it's going to be a quick series, though. I don't think it's not going to be a sweep either way. I don't think it's going to be in 5 either way. I think it might go 7. I think I might go with Knicks in 7. I'm going on the side of history here. I'm going with history. I'm going with Knicks in 7. Because it's going to be a tough series either way.
This is the Spurs' first time in the playoffs as this group.
This group. Yeah. Poof. They can't go all the way. I mean, they can, but I don't know, man. They ain't like Ricky said, they ain't took no lumps. So now in the finals would be where they take the lump, where it's gonna hurt the most.
But
Wemby gonna cry either way.
He gonna cry either way.
They won in Game 7 on the best team's home court in the NBA, the defending champs. And you know, I mean, stuff be different for different teams in different years. Yeah, we used to teams taking their lumps and bouncing back. You know what I mean? And then going, but at some point, man, the narrative gonna change. We didn't see the Patriots going to the Super Bowl either, or the Seahawks winning it. I didn't see that coming. Sam Darnold, Super Bowl winning quarterback.
What about the fresh legs? It certainly played a factor in the Cleveland series.
But that's why I said they got 3 days off. Cleveland played a Game 7, got 1 day off, had to go play New York again. They lost the game they should have stolen. That sent everything downhill.
For sure. It was over after that.
Yeah, definitely over.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
And San Antonio don't have to travel.
They're home.
Yeah, they're home.
Right. Yeah. The first two is
have a day off. They probably traveling to go to MSG. They went from Detroit to New York. You know, OKC ain't that far from San Antonio. They went home and they've been at home since Saturday night, probably.
Yeah, Nick's gonna have to steal one of them first 2 games. If they go down 0-2, it's like I don't know. I don't know.
They've been rolling, man.
Yeah,
but it ain't like, I mean, the Spurs played Minnesota, they played OKC, the Knicks played the Hawks, the Knicks played Philly, and they played a trash Cleveland team that's super tired. I mean, with
Hall of Famers and All-Stars on every team.
Yeah, but I mean,
Philly though.
What we think about Philly all year? Atlanta still got to take them lumps. They one of them teams
for sure.
Yeah,
Philly played a 7-game series against Boston.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Which made people think that Philly might do something.
I was Philly against Boston, and then I was actually rooting for Philly against the Knicks, at least to make it tough. So if Cleveland was going to beat Detroit, it'd be But I mean, so I'm really not. Even though they won 11 straight, the Knicks can be beat. The Cavs should have beat them. The Hawks did beat them. Philly just gave up. They didn't have no heart at all. Neither did Cleveland.
Yeah.
So I feel like they played 2 series where teams just laid down. Yeah, they swept them, but they playing laydowners.
Yeah. So we got
it's okay. I don't mind being right by myself. So find out in the Slack who Rick likes. So hopefully I can be the last man standing.
We got game 1 starting Wednesday, June 3rd, 7:30. All games on ABC now. No more Amazon Prime and all that. We back to ABC, ESPN. Game 1 Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. We're gonna see in San Antonio. So wrapping up,
it's 8:30 p.m. for us cats on the East Coast. Don't let.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wrapping up. Let the people know what you guys got going on. What's popping on your side in Detroit? Be false.
Post game podcast. Definitely want to subscribe to that. Should be a whole lot of draft content and free agency as well. It should be a eventful and active off season for us on a lot of different fronts. But we will be covering everything and providing you guys with player profiles for free agency and the draft, which is sometime in June once the finals is over. So yeah.
Tate, what you got?
Yeah, man, the homie Tate from the Know It Alls podcast, man. Tap into the Know It Alls YouTube channel. We got a multitude of shows. We do a lot of stuff about the Pittsburgh Steelers, Dallas Cowboys. We talk, obviously, NBA. We had this show on once a week on Monday nights on the channel. We talk NBA. We're going into football season, obviously, in college football. Got a show called Jag 2G where we talk about stuff, that's connected to the game, but not in between the lines or on the field, not scores and stats, but just everything else around the game. We talk about that stuff. So, a lot of good content starting this week. We have shows every day of the week. Every day of the week, Monday through Sunday. So tap in. That's the Know It Alls YouTube channel. Myself, my homie Mod and Big G. Tap into that. There you go. Pay had it up. Pay actually rocks out with us on Friday nights on the Homies podcast. On that show, that's a fun show. Him and my boy B Dirt. So yeah, just tap in whenever you get a chance. There's always stuff out there. Appreciate you.
And sports, life, and hip hop. We got the Black Boy Art Show rolling out right now. We got a couple of interviews set up coming soon. So check out Black Boy Art Show. That's what we got out currently. So wrapping up, we'll be back next week. By next week, we will have 2 games down. We'll see who's up 2-0 or down 2-0, or maybe it'll be split. So wrapping up, frustrated Chicago sports fans, check us out. We'll be back next week. Peace out.
Bye.
In 6.
Fuck your life. Bing bang.
If you see these dogs in your front yard,
Appreciate you tapping into this latest episode from the Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan channel. Don't matter if you was watching on YouTube or listening on Spotify or Apple. Make sure you like, subscribe, share with everybody on the block, and hit the notification bell so you never miss none of our daily drops. And to all the guys from the shy, we say 3 things. Bear down, fly the W, and sell the team, Jerry.